Rice Grain is a story about a man who did not finish the whole bowl of rice he made. While going to take a short nap on the sofa, the leftover rice grains started becoming alive and conscious. They rallied together and formed a plan to get to the man from the kitchen. They jumped and made their way into the man's mouth. This prompted the man to wake up choking and thinking it was just a dream. Or was it? We leave it to the audience conclusion.
When we were still brainstorming for ideas on what story we should go for, I thought of an episode of Keroro Gunso, or Sergeant Frog, about the main character being taught a lesson by being turned into a rice grain to experience being uneaten after trying so hard to grow into a healthy rice. And from here, we decided to go with it and expand. As far as visuals go, out of all the options, we unanimously agreed that a stylized 3D cartooning such as the look of Ratatouille, as well as a vivid color palette would be fitting for the story.
Our short film, there are two characters, the drain office worker and the rice. Each team member sketched what the main character would look like.
From those, we chose what we liked best and further developed the character design. Since he is always exhausted, he walks while looking down with a hunched back. We wanted the character to have an exaggerated anatomy. The main character wears a typical office outfit.
The rice grain had two versions to differentiate the commander and the members. We were inspired by the old school rubber hose cartoon like Mickey Mouse because of how expressive the movements are in the show. We also designed many types of outfit for it based on the different type of dishes you would have with rice, like fish, pea, carrot, and more. We chose the spring onion to make it look like the military sergeant. To make the rice character more unique, we researched some way to make the eyes more expressive and full of character. In the end, we decided on a pair of floaty black hockey puck-like eyes.
We used Custom Painter to create the texture of the rice grain for this animation. To reduce our workload, we used the same model with different textures.
The main story revolves just around the living room and kitchen. As the man is simply living all by himself, we had to create an environment that fit his current lifestyle. For the living room, we have added lots of items such as a laptop, stationeries, and papers on the coffee table to show that he is a busy person.
As for the kitchen, we wanted to include a variety of kitchenware to fill up the countertop space and not let it feel too empty. One of the challenges we faced while modeling the props was that we needed to simplify them for them to fit the art style of the characters and be easily improved or changed whenever we updated existing models. We had a long checklist of props in a Google Drive folder that we updated when we needed to. This saved time for us to immediately import the changes model rather than second guess which props have not been added yet.
One of the more interesting textures for environmental models has got to be texturing the rice box. I've chosen to go with a cereal box concept for the rice box and drew all the illustrations and patterns.
Overseeing the rigging of the man model was a new and tough experience for me. Although using the advanced skeleton rig to do the rigging, there were still more things to learn, such as the painting on skin weight and seeing how just a little too much or too little weight can cause the bending of the body parts to look very weird. There were also times where I had to repaint from the beginning as well.
The man as the main character contains a lot of facial expressions, for example, shock, tired, eat, relax, and more. We showed ourselves as a reference to enrich our character with different emotions and body language.
For the parachute simulation, each individual simulation of one rice grain had to be done in one Maya file. After all the simulations are done, they will be cached in the main Maya file for rendering.
Despite lots of obstacles and challenges that we have encountered during this project, we have finished the film. I hope you have enjoyed our short film.